Now we study about the history of the non-metals. How the non-metals were discovered. Carbon and sulfur are two non-metals that were known even in the ancient times. From the ancient time itself, they found out the carbon and sulfur. In fact, they were discovered as long ago that we do not know the exact dates or the names of the persons who discovered them. In nature, carbon is found as diamond and graphite, and these two forms have been mentioned in the various ancient documents. In the ancient documents, it is written about the carbon is found as diamond and graphite. Okay, so allotropes of the carbon means diamond and graphite. So why do we say this diamond and graphites of the allotropes of carbon? Because this diamond and graphites are made up of the carbon atoms. Okay, so diamond and graphite is made up of what? Carbon atoms. Allotropes mean they have the different physical properties, they have the different shapes, but they have the similar properties, similar chemical properties. Similar chemical properties mean this is the one similar chemical property. They are made up of the carbon atoms, and when we burn them, they release the carbon dioxide gas. So that is why they are the allotropes of the carbon. And however, at that time, graphite and diamond were regarded as two separate substances. It was only with the development of modern chemistry that we understood that diamond, graphite, etc. are actually carbon, which give carbon dioxide on burning. Before they thought diamond, graphite, chemically they are different. But afterwards, because of the modern chemistry, they found out graphite and diamond have the same chemical properties, because they release when they burn, they release the carbon dioxide gas. Lavoisier carried out combustion of carbon and diamond to prove that both are actually the element of carbon. Thus he called it carbon and gave it a place in his list of elements published in the year 1789. So Lavoisier only he proved that one carbon and graphite and diamond are the allotropes of the carbon. When we burn them, they release the carbon dioxide because they are made up of the carbon atoms. So here, then again in the Lavoisier found out in the Middle Ages, Lavoisier who proved that sulfur is an element. So Lavoisier also found out the non-metal of the sulfur. And in the known from ancient times, and again it was Lavoisier who proved that sulfur is an element. In the ancient time itself they found out the sulfur, but Lavoisier only proved that sulfur is an element. Phosphorus was discovered in the Middle Ages 1669 by Henning Brandt, a merchant from the Hamburg, Germany. So he found out the phosphorus. Then afterwards, till the Middle Ages, very little was known about the gaseous substances. Since most non-metals are found as gases in nature, therefore they were discovered only after techniques to produce and collect gases. Before this, due to lack of knowledge about the gaseous state. Okay, for example, so many gases we see now, oxygen, fluorine, chlorine, bro, and so many gases are there, nitrogen. So all these gases, they are there in the nature, but they are not in the free state. They are mixed with other elements. So that is why it is very difficult to find out. When we study about the metals also, we saw gold, silver, these metals are in the free state in the nature. That is when the ancient time itself they found out. But iron, copper, aluminium, they are mixed with other elements. They are not in the free state. So it took so many years to find out. So like that only, some gases of the non-elements are not present in the free state. They are mixed with other elements. That is why it is very difficult to find out. Afterwards, when they found out the techniques, they have found out in the mid 18th century a device called pneumotectron. Okay, P is silent. Pneumotectron. This they have found out. Okay, this device. So this device help to find out the gases. This pneumatic troughs made it possible to collect gases produced during combustion and other chemical reactions. With the help of this apparatus, Other scientists were able to separate and study many gases and led to the discovery of gaseous nonmetals. Okay, so in the mid 18th century, they have found out the pneumatic straw. Through this pneumatic straw, they collect the gases and they study the gases and they found out the gaseous nonmetals. Okay, so next one. With this, there was an increase in discovery of nonmetals. Fluorine was discovered in 1771 and chlorine in 1774 by the Swedish chemist Scheele. Slowly other nonmetals were also discovered. Okay, so slowly they have found out like this.